Francesco Bagnaia, two-time world champion and Ducati's star rider, stuck in 21st place during the free practice sessions at the 2025 Catalunya MotoGP. Yes, you heard that right. Pecco was just one step above a wildcard rider and rookies, with a disappointed face and a head full of questions. What's really going on with the Desmosedici GP25? Why is Bagnaia struggling while his teammate Marc Marquez is flying in the top three? In this video, we'll dive deep into the major drama at Ducati's garage, Pecco's frustration, the baffling technical issues, and what solutions might save his race weekend. Don't go anywhere, because this will be the most in-depth analysis you've ever watched. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any hot updates from the MotoGP world. The 2025 Catalunya MotoGP at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya was supposed to be a stage for Francesco Bagnaia to showcase his prowess as Ducati's top rider. But what happened was the complete opposite. The first and second free practice sessions on Friday, September 5th, 2025, turned into a nightmare for Pecco. Imagine a rider known for his precise riding style and incredible speed stuck in 21st place, only beating Aprilia's wildcard rider Lorenzo Savadori, as well as Maverick Vinales and Somkhiet Chantra. This wasn't just a bad result. It was a major warning bell in Ducati's garage. What went wrong? Is it the bike, his riding style, or mental pressure starting to haunt the champion? Let's break it down step by step. The first free practice session at Catalunya already showed signs of trouble. Bagnaia finished in 23rd place, just one spot above the bottom. Many assumed it was due to a conservative strategy. Perhaps Pecco didn't use a second tyre, or had minor issues with his Desmosedici GP25. But when the second practice session in the afternoon kept him at the back, concerns grew. Bagnaia was over a second behind the session leader, KTM's Brad Binder, who posted a time of 1 minute 38.141 seconds, followed by his teammate Pedro Acosta. Meanwhile, Marc Marquez, Bagnaia's teammate at the Ducati Lenovo team, shone brightly by finishing third, just 0.159 seconds off Binder's pace. Even Alex Marquez, riding a year-old Gresini Ducati, managed to compete in the top 5. This made Bagnaia's position stand out as the odd one out among Ducati's competitive lineup. Bagnaia himself appeared frustrated and confused when asked to explain his performance. "I could have been very happy to say what I felt yesterday before the weekend started, but for some reason, my expectations were wrong," he said with a disappointed tone. "I was hoping something was wrong in the morning, but it wasn't. Then, in the afternoon, it wasn't worse, but similar. So I'm struggling to understand how it can be this difficult." Imagine how shocking it is to hear a two-time world champion admit he's struggling to understand his own bike. Bagnaia even pointed out the fact that he was sandwiched between two test riders, Alex Espargaro and Lorenzo Savadori, in the timesheets. "All my respect to them, but I can't be there," he stressed. This was a statement that showed just how much pressure Pecco was feeling. Earlier, at the Hungarian Grand Prix, Ducati had made significant changes to Bagnaia's bike, which resolved some issues that had plagued him throughout the season. These changes gave hope that Pecco could return to his peak performance. However, at Catalunya, the old problems resurfaced, particularly with braking and corner entry. "My expectations for the race weekend in Balaton were very low because it's the track with the lowest grip on the calendar, and with my issues, the race would be tough," Bagnaia explained. "Right now, the situation is like what I thought before Balaton, but after Balaton, I was pretty confident things could be different, but they're not." He added that braking into corners and initial traction were the main areas where he was losing significant time. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the contrast with his teammate Marc Marquez's performance. The Spanish rider, who joined the factory Ducati team in 2025, seemed comfortable with the Desmosedici GP25. Finishing third in the second free practice session showed that the Ducati bike wasn't entirely problematic. So, what's causing Bagnaia so much trouble? Is it a setup issue that doesn't suit his riding style, or are there other factors like confidence or mental pressure? When asked if factors outside the bike could be contributing, Bagnaia firmly denied it. "I don't think it's my preparation, because I feel very good when riding," he said. "I don't feel tired. One thing about me is that I always put myself in front of the problem before judging other things, and I try everything different, riding in a different way." adapting to what the team asks me to do, but the results this season are always the same. Bagnaia also emphasised that his riding style, which has been the key to his success, is no longer delivering the expected results. I have my own riding style that has always worked regardless of the season. So even if I try to do something different in riding, everything I do, I lose time, he explained. This is a surprising admission from a rider of Pecco's calibre, known for being one of the most analytical and adaptable on the MotoGP grid. He even stated that the team needs to find solutions beyond the current approach, possibly by resetting the bike's setup entirely tonight to try something different in the next session. Heading into Saturday's qualifying session, Bagnaia knows he needs a miracle to make it into Q2. We need something significant to break into Q2, he said. For the sprint race, he set a realistic target. Finishing in the top 7 would already be a significant achievement given the current situation. However, with the fierce competition in MotoGP 2025, where riders like Brad Binder, Pedro Acosta, and Marc Marquez are showing incredible pace, Bagnaia must find his rhythm quickly if he wants to stay in the fight at the top. One thing that makes this situation so compelling to follow is how Bagnaia and the Ducati team will respond to this pressure. Will they find a technical solution to get Pecco back on track for a win? Or will these issues continue to haunt them throughout the weekend? One thing's for sure, the drama in Ducati's garage is one of the biggest stories at the 2025 Catalunya MotoGP. And with the World Championship battle heating up, every point matters for Bagnaia, who's still hoping to defend his title. Now, let's talk about what Bagnaia and Ducati can do to turn things around. First, the team needs to focus on telemetry data to understand why the Desmosedici GP25 isn't working well for Pecco. Is it a matter of suspension settings, weight distribution, or electronics not syncing with his riding style? Second, Bagnaia may need to adjust his mental approach. Although he denies any confidence issues, the pressure of being a reigning champion and the high expectations from Ducati's factory team must feel immense. Third, collaboration with Marc Marquez could be key. Marquez, with his experience as a 6-time world champion, might offer insights into how to maximize the bike's potential on a track like Catalunya. For those of you following MotoGP, this situation is a reminder that this sport isn't just about speed, but also about mental resilience and teamwork. Bagnaia, with all his talent and experience, is being tested in one of the toughest moments of his career. Will he rise like a true champion? Or will Catalunya become a low point in his 2025 season? One thing is certain, all eyes will be on tomorrow's qualifying and sprint race to see if Pecco can find answers to this mystery. So, what do you think? Will Bagnaia manage to overcome this crisis, or will these issues continue to hold him back? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the in-depth analysis of MotoGP drama, and share it with your friends who are also motorsport fans. Subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest updates from every 2025 MotoGP round. We'll be back with more analysis after the qualifying and sprint race. See you at the track.